Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
Can I take them off?
That's how it works. West Virginia proposes a new law that would
Yeah.
hurt consumers and help car dealers.
Yeah.
You
well,
read
it's
about
not,
this?
It's not a law. It's a proposed law. It hasn't been.
What does it say? It says
Yeah.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
And I just read it a little differently, but this reads,
Yeah.
you know I'm salted, and you just went right. West Virginia proposes law
Did you not get your
that would
banana
hurt
bread?
consumers,
Yeah.
help dealers.
Yeah.
I think I explicit. Let's
Yeah.
run
Scroll
it back.
down just a tad.
Let's run it back.
Just scroll
West
down.
Virginia.
What does this say? The law is anti-consumer. It's not the law yet. It's just another one of your clickbaity titles.
Okay, can we talk about it, please? Can we talk about it?
Sure.
A bipartisan bill. You know
Yeah.
what HB stands for?
House bill?
House Bill 4560 was introduced in West Virginia by 9 lawmakers on February 7th.
Yeah.
Justin on our team,
Yeah.
who actually lives in West Virginia.
Yes.
He puts his perspective down here, which is really interesting. He saw this, okay?
Yes.
First reported by Clean Technica. And then Justin did a little bit more digging. And what we've got here, Dad,
Yes.
is essentially a bill
Yes.
that is primarily sponsored and funded by, well, these 9
Dealer
lawmakers, by
association.
dealer associations,
Yeah. So you can.
to ban
Yeah.
over-the-air updates
Yeah.
for West Virginia residents.
It's software updates for cars for West Virginia residents.
Now,
Yeah.
can-
Doesn't that seem reasonable
Now,
to you?
can you please explain
Yeah.
to the audience at home
Yeah.
a couple concepts: service absorption, recalls, and how car dealerships make money, and how that ties in with this type of law?
Oh my God. Which one did you want me to cover first?
I don't know. I mean, go quick.
Service absorption? Well, service absorption is a benchmark that dealers try to hit. 70 to 80% of all their expenses are covered by the profits that are made out of the service department. Really good dealerships will have a service absorption in excess of 100%. So everything that's made in the sale of cars is pure profit.
So the money made in a dealership, it typically can be construed as like, hey, they're selling a car, they're making thousands on the car. In the market the past year, yeah, a little bit.
That
But
would
the
be true.
primary moneymaker, the reason you never see a new car dealership without a service drive is because the
Mhm.
primary moneymaker is the service department.
It can be, yes.
Now,
Yes.
service absorption, like you just said.
Yes.
A great dealership might even have 100% service
Could
absorption.
be
There's
105, 110.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
pays for every other aspect of the business.
Absolutely covers every expense in the dealership.
Now, when a vehicle has a recall,
Yes.
service department loves that.
Yeah.
Dealership principal loves that.
Yeah,
Why?
because well, the factory's good pay. Okay. They're good pay. They're never like 30, 60,
You
90
mean when
days late.
Stellantis makes, I don't know, like $15
$15
billion,
billion,
their
yeah.
checks clear when there's a recall?
Yeah, they pay good.
Yeah, they
yeah,
do.
Yeah, they're very rarely 30, 60, 90 days late on
Yeah,
their
exactly.
payments.
They pay their dealer body.
Yeah.
So recalls are
Yeah.
a boon to dealerships.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
we've seen more recently
Uh-huh.
automakers moving towards, I don't know, adding software upgrades to their vehicles. If there's more software configurations, there's pros and cons to that. But one of the biggest pros would be you read a headline, Tesla has 500,000 vehicles with a recall. You know what? You don't need to worry about them going back to the dealership because it's an over-the-air update
Yes.
that rectifies the issue.
Yeah, hopefully. Yes.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes.
What we're seeing here with this proposed bill,
Yes.
and I encourage every single person on this stream, or you're watching afterwards, or
Yeah.
you're on the podcast later on today, read this. Justin did a great job and he did some investigative journalism to follow the money.
Yeah, well, sure. It might be bipartisan, sponsored by 9 members of the legislature in West Virginia, but really it's bought and paid for by the Dealers Association. My question would be, if they ban over-the-air updates for automobiles, are over-the-air updates for your cell phones going to be next in West Virginia? Because last time I checked, every time there's an update for my cell phone, it's done over the air. So what's the difference between getting an over-the-air update for your cell phone in West Virginia than getting an over-the-air update for your car in West Virginia, other than, well, the dealers want to stick it to you, and it's the most anti-consumer proposed law in the 50 states at the moment.
This man's extended warranty was void before the car even left the lot. What the heck happened
Can
here?
I say something? The man's extended warranty didn't exist even when he signed for it.
Yeah. So can you run us through what happened here and
well-
how consumers can protect themselves from situations like this?
He bought a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, okay, that had been, modified.
Also, can we
and
just take a
tuned.
second here?
Yeah.
It's a 2013 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. He
Yeah.
bought the car from a BMW dealership for $29,000.
Yeah,
That's a 2013 Mitsubishi.
yeah.
What the?
Hey, what do you mean? It's an Evolution, buddy. Those were highly sought after vehicles.
Wait a second.
Look it up.
Oh, wow. They're expensive.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Let me do a 2013. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, because they were a high in demand car, low in production car.
Wow. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 60,000 miles on it. It's
32
31
grand.
Okay, so I'm going to
Yeah.
be less surprised by it.
Yeah.
But holy cow, look at this. Okay, anyway, all right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but
That's
so-
neither
so-
here nor there.
That is correct. So the problem was that the car had been tuned and modified and a lot of aftermarket parts. And when you do that to a car,
Mhm.
The extended warranty people aren't interested in writing
The
an extended-
underwriters for the contract
Yeah.
don't want to write for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't. You should be smart enough to know as the finance person that you can't sell a warranty, an extended service contract, vehicle service contract on a modified vehicle like that. And apparently, the excuse at the BMW dealership was, we don't sell a lot of modified vehicles, which I find hard to believe.
Yeah.
So that the finance manager didn't know, and so we've changed our policy. We're not.
And
even
hang
gonna-
tight. So 2 days after buying the car,
Yeah, it blew up.
Mateo says the
Yeah.
engine stopped working and it did
Well,
stop
Yeah,
working.
it stopped working
He
because
paid $3,500 for the extended warranty.
yeah, that was useless, worthless.
Couldn't even be.
Yes, yeah, and and when it throws a rod, that's not a good thing. Everything did get worked out where the dealership didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Hey, we're sorry, we didn't realize it was a modified car. Well, they sold it and they knew it was a modified car because they talked to them about how modified it was. And ultimately, the dealership came to its senses and they unwound the deal
Mhm.
and they took the broken car back. And they'll do with it whatever they need to do. They'll either dump an engine in it and then sell the car again, whatever. But or they'll just take a huge loss, the write-off, whatever it may be, and they'll move on with life. But if you're looking at Johnny Go Fast cars, as I call them, and you think you want to get an extended warranty, you have to make sure that they haven't been modified because modifications void
Most of them.
extended.
Yeah, most of them. And the other thing is if you drive them, like they have language, even ours, the one
You
that we
can't
have.
abuse them.
Yeah, it says like you can't race it, you can't take it to race events, things
Yeah,
like that. Those are all things that will void your extended warranty.
Exactly.
It should have never been sold to him. He should have never had to go into the local news to try and get some pressure on. Like that to me is that's not a good look.